another creep, another way of ghost pushing the lanes. You have this Lycan who's super popular as well with his shard. So there's a lot of things that you need to focus on. And I feel like in this current meta, if you make like one small mistake in the draft, you could easily get punished for it.
I still think that the meta has not caught up to the stuff that 9 Class is doing. Sure, if they lose, maybe there's an over-adjustment happening there, and you could point at him and say, look at this guy, he's 0-7, what is he doing? But he's taking Watchers, he's sniping wards and sniping sentry wards. He's actually got a very high, I think he's like 3rd on average D wards. That's a 4 position. This guy's not a 5, he's a 4 position. But it's almost like he plays Dota and he's focused on these other objectives that everyone else kind of doesn't value highly enough.
Yeah, and the last 7 matches that they did play, they did have 5 games that they did win with Slark and that Monkey King. And in the 2 games that they did lose, there was no Slark, there was no Monkey King. So coming into this series, I think Xtreme Gaming is not going to allow them to get the hands on those 2 heroes.
I mean, that's going to be the story for today. Even we saw this story continue yesterday where he was trying to find a replacement for those heroes with the Centaur. But it kind of doesn't feel like, I mean, I get what he was trying to do. And within the time frame, he probably didn't have time to figure other things out. So I think that's going to be the main talking point of today, whether he already found a 3rd hero or he's just going to run out of heroes today.
Yeah, so Pvision very, I wouldn't say dependent on their supports, but that obviously garners them so much space. That's what really helps a lot of their cores there. On the side of Xtreme Gaming, though, I don't want to say it's the same story. It feels like they're very team fight orientated. That's the heroes that they're going for. That's the late game or their game plan that they strive for.
Yeah, but they also have some crazy stuff that they can pull out. I mean, yesterday we saw CK with Fundamental Forging as his facet, allowing him to get Sticky and Desolator 35 minutes into the game, so you have insane amount of minus armor, and they're ready to close out the game. Like, this is something that I don't think many people would expect that this hero is going to get picked. They picked Dead Prophet, they picked Sniper, so they're very, very, in terms of heroes that they can play, Xiao 8 is going to be bringing that oomph to the draft.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite teams in Dota, in TI history, because for the entire year, they were kind of the, cheesy, we were going to last pick XM Sniper mid or Viper, something goofy that just like dominates the lane. They were a very cheesy team, or Ame will be on Juggernaut when Juggernaut's like totally not in the meta and complete garbage, Spectre, things like that, where we laughed at Ame as like kind of forcing things. And now they are a team where you can give them completely normal heroes and they will dominate you in a team fight. This synergy between the players, something that they did just made everything click. Like, they have a fundamental understanding of Dota that looks better than every other team. And you have to be worried about their cheese picks because they have in the last 2 days shown they're still willing to pick it. They're still willing to whip out the Sniper mid and dominate you.
I mean, the team fights are very, very important in a meta where it's a lot more, I don't want to say slow, but there's just a lot of action going on the map, whether you're fighting for small things like the Lotus or the Shrine, everything else. And so having a team fight lineup means most of the time it's easier for you to execute it and fight for the objective, whereas you compare that to how their opponents Pvision. Pvision adopts a very different type of method where they use vision with the 9 class heroes.
I am going to be missing the sound of this horn because when we hear it, it means only one thing. Barclays Arena, get ready for our final day of the International.
The Aegis of Champions. It bears the record, reminding us of the battles we all hold sacred. The triumphs we still celebrate. The legends we will forever revere. It summons the world's finest contenders, allowing us, empowering us to honor the giants of the past, to realize the magic of the present, to witness the origins of the epic stories of tomorrow. Now we gather at the final proving ground, where the path to victory is ever-changing. But the cheers of the arena will always guide the way. The Aegis of Champions arrive! Hamburg, Germany. A beacon of challenge that shines around the globe. 3 teams compete for ultimate glory. Only one can seize immortality. Who will emerge victorious? The battle begins.
Only 3 teams left. No more time for preparation. That's done and dusted. You have to be ready to show up today. This is where it's about to happen. This is where you make a name for yourself, Jenkins.
Yeah, and I said this yesterday, and I'll say it again. No matter what happens, it is devastation of the highest degree that we are losing one of these teams today. You have XG, the pride and joy of China. Ame has some of the best history in all of Dota. Like, carry players, they respect him. And on the other side, you have Satanic, probably the most standout new player of all time. You've 9-class, bunch of newcomers. Like, either way, it's devastating.
Well, look, I know that our viewers, whether you're here in the arena or at home, are ready. And I just got word, so are our teams. Let's start bringing them out on stage. One of the strongest teams to come into the competitive scene this year. You have veteran knowledge, of course, in no one. You have 3 TI newbies when it comes to Satanic, 9-class, and Ducalis. So what exactly is this 5-stack going to be able to do against their opponent?
Choose wisely and crush those responsible. Xtreme Gaming!
It was only 9 hours ago this team was walking out on stage to secure themselves a spot in the top 3. They could do it yesterday. Can they do it again today? We found them as the team fight specialists, but how do you answer that? Are you able to bring that A game again when it comes to it, when it is that final day of the International?
To be honest, I feel like adrenaline powers you through at this point. Like, these guys are in the lower bracket finals of TI. I think they can absolutely do it. What's crazy to me is that if we're looking at this matchup, the team that we can say is like more dominant in terms of team fighting and raw skill is Xtreme. That's what it looks like this tournament. This is not how it's been all year, and Pvision is more like they're going to cheese you on the map.
Last time they met, Pvision did beat them 2-0 at TI, and it was the game number 1 was one of the weirdest games that we've seen in quite some time, ending with only 9-3 score, where there's only one team fight. Slark steals the Aegis 9-class at his finest, making sure that it's going to be in his hands. He doesn't even die there, and they just end the game. I think 9-class is the best player in the world when it comes down to buying time, understanding what needs to be done. You were talking about these lotuses, all the stuff that he does on the map behind enemy towers, killing couriers and such. But I think it's very, very important to not give him the hero that he wants to play. We're talking about this Slark, we're talking about this Monkey King, but I'm pretty sure that Astini definitely has a couple of aces up his sleeve.
I mean, it's also the fact that I feel like actually has to figure out the right hero to fight him in the lane. You know, I'm thinking about heroes like Bane, because the way that 9-class likes to play, he's running around, he's playing creeps, and Bane is like the perfect hero for that.
That's
you
true.
see him, go to sleep, good night, go home, stop the pull. So I think this is going to be like one of the few things that they could do against 9 class.
Something for chasing him, essentially, because like the way Bane wants to play in general is running around in the trees. Like you even see Bane's pick up a Quelling Blade just so they can like cut little tree paths and hide. So something to match 9 class. But he's been doing this for so long. He has been doing this at such a high level that I do feel like in terms of play style, it is very difficult to match him, especially if Astini and 9 class have cooked something that people don't really understand for this series.
Yeah, it feels like he's gone through the trials and tribulations of every hero that could potentially try and stop what he does, but there is no end in sight, it feels, apart from banning out those heroes. I do have to say, Astini was riling up the crowd, getting the energy going. If any team is going to benefit off of a crowd buff in this series, it's definitely Pvision. I think they love taking to the stage. They love hearing the audience and everything that they get to do about just playing good Dota.
I mean, we're talking about Astini, we're talking about 9 class, but I feel like Zhao Wei and Alma have also been cooking some pretty incredible heroes for him. They played Clinks for the first time. They've been picking a lot of anti-mage. Chaos Knight, Lacoste, as you mentioned yesterday, going for the facet where you get the neutral item, the tier 5 neutral item at 35 minutes. Like, this is stuff that we've never seen before. This is stuff that even if you're, the big brains of Pvision, cooking up this like crazy, wacky gameplay, you've still never played against this before.
Yeah,
both sides are cooking here.
You're going to be worried about how deep this hero pool is. It feels like every game we see, Ame is just bringing something new out for himself. And we can see a pretty good comparison here. There's actually only 3 heroes that overlap between the two of them here. Of course, something very unique for Satanic is that carry Tinker there. But yeah, Ame playing the AUG, that's very unique to him if you compared any character.
This must be the least overlap that we've seen out of any comparison so far.
And also you see the difference. The difference there, Ame is like more, like he has the more active role, whereas I think Satanic has the more greedy roles, the greedier heroes.
Yeah.
I also want to point out, we keep saying Ame is this uncrowned king, but it's like he's been here before. So even though we talk about Pvision having a crowd buff, I think there's something in stability of having been at the stage before, having made it so far time and time again at multiple TIs.
Yeah, I mean, this is his 7th TI. Ame is just a legend for a good reason. The LGD run at TI8, he got 2nd place. It was him and X-Noah, by the way. And then LGD TI10, it was him and Shinkyu also getting that 2nd place. A lot of achievements for Ame, getting so close so many times, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling this is his year.
Really, Lacoste, you're all
I
in
can
that
feel
way.
it in my bones, yeah.
He just somehow makes it so far into the tournament every time.
The patch is also really favorable for his type of playstyle where the game is sort of slower, you get more time to farm, you get this helm and then you hit creeps and you know when to join the fight, So I think this could be his year.
Well, I don't want to stall this out any longer. Our players are now ready. They're out on the stage in their booths, so let's get this lower bracket going.
Pvision versus Xtreme Gaming. Game 1.
A best of 3 to decide if you're going home or going to the grand finals. A chance here for these 2 teams to make it there. Our game 1 draft on our screens now, and we do wonder who exactly is going to be targeted, who's going to be able to excel and show their strengths in this series.
Is this a prediction for the entire draft?
An Aegis, that's what they're going to draft first.
And an Aegis. Well, you have to take Roche at some point.
Oh, it's the opposite way.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be seeing a Witch Doctor. That was one of them, right?
Yeah.
The crowd is happy. Slark is out.
I mean, also the Mars, right? Like, pretty interesting. Like, we saw a couple of really good performances from XXS on the Mars, and we highlighted that they are the team fight team. Mars is the hero for that.
It's probably the perfect hero, I would say, for this team. Like, the way that it lets you split up fights is very important. But I remember XM in an interview, like, ages ago, he said, if you give us SF, we will win with SF, and then you will ban SF. So they still value it. We've not seen a huge amount of success from the hero, but I feel like when we have seen it, it's been picked in scenarios where they needed other stuff. They needed some spirit-type hero, and then SF was picked as the answer there, and I don't think it's that. I think if you draft an entire draft around SF, it's very good, especially if you can also flex it into the carry position.
Yeah, we saw yesterday NGX having Medusa and Shadowfin. It didn't really work out for them, so I think Shadowfin definitely needs a specific setup. You can't have too greedy cores, because he also takes a good amount of farm. He also wants heroes to go in. He wants these active type of heroes, especially from the off lane, maybe even an active carry, because this hero is going to be carrying, if we're talking about Shadowfin from the mid role, and XM did play it 3 times so far and did win every single game on it.
He's probably better slightly as a mid hero right now after the little nerfs that he had in the last patch, but we'll see. I think it's still open as a flex for them, and I think I like to also mention that the fact that whenever you're playing high-level Dota like this, it's very important to have control over the mid section of the map. Something like SF or Sniper, you shove the wave out and you can pressure the tower. I think this is something that maybe actually felt like it brought them success in previous series, especially when they had the Sniper. So they're trying to find a hero which you can pick early, but also not get counter, right? Because we talked a little bit about the Sniper, where you don't really want to open the draft with until you see your matchup.
Yeah,
I think SF has a little bit more leeway with that, because you can move it to the carry.
Both of the teams are putting a lot of pressure, I would say this is a flex pick for Pvision.
I agree.
I think they're trying to bait this potential Sniper that could come out, something that we've seen yesterday that they did against the same matchup, and I kind of feel it that this could be position 4 or position 5 Invoker that they want to run if it gets countered.
I was thinking the exact same thing, because I do think that Invoker, with the current way that you play him, getting the Dom, you're playing around Cold Snap, tons of summons, it's very good against SF, because SF mid wants to go Blink and Yasha and Kaya. He doesn't get the BKB until later on, so it's almost impossible to get the Requiem off because of all of Invoker's stuns. So because of that, maybe XG is thinking, okay, this is going to be an Invoker mid, but of course, there was a while there, 9 Class was playing Invoker. In pro-level pubs before this tournament, Invoker was a 4 position, not a mid laner. People were playing
it's also the fact that you can easily gank the SF if SF is mid as Invoker support. You have the Tornado and the Cold Step, like you guys mentioned. So I feel like we're probably gonna see maybe actually move away from that and move him to the carry, which is more safer right now.
Yeah.
Considering all the options they have. But the other option is also to go for like really strong supports like Clock. Thus, you need supports that can secure the runes and protect the SF in the mid lane. Those are the supports that I'm going to be definitely looking at.
I do love the bans coming out from Xtreme Gaming, by the way. I just want to take note that that was the exact same ban opening that Falcons did against them yesterday when they beat them in that game number 3. And then, of course, you continue it on. You want to take out more of 9 Class hero pool, the Pudge, the Act, just everything that is too annoying.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of ET. ET on the main stage of TI, he does have 100% win rate over 6 games for a good reason. This is something that Mars is that can keep them in place, so ET lands a really good stun on top of them. It's also a hero that amplifies your damage, so you have Invoker as well, could be insanely good.
It's and also a block pick, right? Because XG really likes to play this hero. And
they've looked really good on it. Teamfight counter initiators is exactly how they like to play.
Yeah, on the other hand, I feel like these 2 heroes, the ET and Invoker, they're both kind of weak against something like Clockwork, so I would like to see a Clockwork here, probably like...
My predictions are completely fucked. Fuck. Yeah. That's kind of screwed. 7 correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, did my fantasy go? I mean, it's not the worst, but it's not super good. Plus side is, these 3 are all playing today. That's the only advantage.
It's a little weird, right?
Yeah, it's not the partner that you want to have with Shadowfin.
I'm at 94th percentile.
Sustain, so most likely.
And also,
the Shadowfin being mid.
Yeah, and also SF doesn't like to push out the wave in the safe lane, right? Because Warlock, you're gonna use Fatal Bond, so I think the lane probably is not that great. So
right.
Like probably it's gonna go mid, like what Lacoste mentioned here.
And the reason I bring up the Warlock is because Clockwork would also be 5 position, but they go for
Nyx.
Nyx.
Assassin?
I mean, Warlock and Nyx is a very good combination, because Warlock is a team fight hero, and Nyx kind of does the other thing, right? Because whenever you're playing into Warlock, you're trying to dodge, you're trying to avoid the rock, and Nyx hunts you down.
Nyx pretty much makes up for everything the Warlock lacks, and Warlock does the same thing for Nyx.
It's a very rare hero that we get to see. It's only been twice at this tournament that we've gotten to see it. 1 win, 1 loss for itself.
It's a big counter to Elder Titan.
Yes.
So it really makes it very, very difficult for Elder Titan to set up his storms. And obviously also really good against the Invoker here. But the downside of Nyx is he is very, very weak in the lane after they remove the one-shotting creeps, you know.
Yes, there is no recovery mechanism for Nyx Assassin now. You need to have a good lane.
All right.
Wow. Enigma and Void Spirit here.
Well, we're going to get some epic team fights in this match, I can tell you that much.
I also want to see which one of these two heroes is going to be played as a position 4, either Void Spirit
I
or
would assume
Invoker.
the
I mean, we
Enigma.
did see yesterday position 5 Enigma from KJ. It did look insanely good because he was stacking 3 camps at the same time.
Oh, wait,
making
is
sure
this-
that enemies are not getting the stacks and still
Is this a
able to
Voker plus
scale
4
the mid and
for
late
9
game with
class?
The itemization that he was going for.
You know, in the green room a while ago, somebody said 9 class is going to play Void Spirit today. So maybe that's what we're going to see here.
Well, who said that? You can't just say somebody said that.
Somebody, I'm not going to reveal who it
No, that's
Oh, it's
fair.
a-
You gotta
it's
keep
a
your
secret.
sources.
Okay, I
So you think it's more likely to be a Void Spirit that's
Maybe,
going to
you know,
support than an Invoker?
because they've been really theory crafting about what melee heroes could replace the slug.
Okay, I understand
It's
that
one of the
mix now.
most difficult heroes to beat catch. Like it's almost impossible to catch Void Spirit. Kind of fits what 9 class wants to do. Be very
Gone
annoying. You
hard
have two astral
counters
step
the
charges.
Enigma.
You have the simulate as well, so very difficult.
So I
to
would
catch.
not
Be
have an
annoying if you
Enigma
get the
core
shard,
in
you can
this
farm
game.
The camp. You just put down
Because
one
Black
element
Hole
and you're
Field.
gonna
I
be
mean,
getting
unless you go
farmed.
for like the
But
creep
to
army
your point,
build.
Jake's about this Dawnbreaker. I assume they pick Nyx Assassin to block the Dawnbreaker and then take it for themselves.
They
I
have
think so.
Golem
I think
and
so.
they have
You cannot
Dawn
pick Dawn
ult.
into Nyx. It's like Nyx Silencer, but Warlock and Elder Titan had already been picked, and Silencer is played as a 5. So they picked the only 4
You have the
position
only
that
wishes
counters
everyone else
Dawnbreaker
has.
That PV is willing to
Make
play,
sure
and
that
9 plus is willing to
fucking-
play, which is Nyx Assassin. And
Oh,
then they
we
get
get
the
a game
Dawnbreaker
fight. I was
counter,
hoping
and we
that
saw
you'd
yesterday
say,
in the World
make
Series
sure that
how
Falcons
strong
doesn't win.
Yeah.
Dawnbreaker could
Because
look,
that's what
especially
everyone's hoping
into
for.
Enigma as a counter to the Black Hole. There's straight up nothing you can do. It's an AoE disable global BKB
I
pierce.
mean, you're not winning that team fight against the Rock, the SF Requiem, and the Dawn coming down, you know. It's so difficult. And at the same time, why their draft is so solid right now, if you don't take the team fight, there's a Nyx hunting you with the Solar Guardian.
With the Dawn coming in, yeah, exactly.
It is
It's gonna
so
be
hard.
such a cheap setup that they can get the kills pretty much anywhere on the map. But also looking at the Pvision draft, you do have a lot of team fight as well. Invoker with the Cataclysm, ET, Ulti, and
It takes
Enigma
time,
as well.
though.
But it does take time. I think this lineup
Hey,
is on the
Stormstormer.
slower side. If it's going to be Invoker from the mid lane, which I think it's going to be, with the Helm of the Dom and this Void Spirit position 4, it's still going to give you a good time. You're going to hit Enigma, you're building into Helm, you're building into drums, these type of items, you're building into potentially a pipe. You just want to be tanking up, and then you're going to hit the crucial timing with all these summons, all these zoos, and you're going to be ready to take the fight, but it needs a little bit more time.
Yeah, I agree. I do think an Invoker mid lane looks better here. All
I
of
mean,
the
I
things
don't
we
know.
talked about
I,
against the SF,
I'm on the
Snap,
fence who I
the
want to go to the
small
finals
instances
here.
of
Because on
damage,
one
like-
hand, Astini,
all
on
very good
the
against
other hand,
Dawnbreaker as well.
Ame.
She
It's
ults
hard.
in, Invoker
to-
drops a meteor plus cold snap. Like she can definitely
Yeah.
feed. Whereas a Void Spirit, you're kind of initiating, and Dawnbreaker ult can counter that initiation. So you probably want to put that on less of an important role. I also feel like for 9 class, Void Spirit makes a lot of sense. He's really hard to kill. You just need to get level 6. That's the only concern here, is that he can't really run around pre-level 6 and be invulnerable like he could on Monkey King by jumping on the trees.
I mean, the issue with the Void Spirit is like he seems like a very different replacement for the Slug and Monkey, right? Because the way you set up for the gangs, I think it's a lot harder as a Void Spirit. Like, you see someone, you have to jump in and then
Oh,
land
he
your
sees the
intervention,
camera.
and the
He
disable
was
is
like
not as
in the nose,
reliable,
and
I
then
would
the
say, as
camera
a
goes
Slug
on no one,
or
and he's
a
like,
Monkey
oh
King.
shit.
So I think the execution level of this hero, if it's indeed a position 4, is going to be way, way higher.
Something else that 9 class is doing on these heroes is the vision game, right? That's something that
Yeah.
Void Spirit is pretty good to do. And a Phantom Lancer.
Oh, Ame, what are you doing?
He just knows how to deliver on the main stage.
I'd
Let's
go
be
like
real.
less last pick safe lane.
Yeah, I mean, there's
So, like,
there's
something
not really much in the
wild
way of
like that.
clearing the PL loop.
And also, it's a very good lane matchup into the Enigma, which I suspect is the biggest reason they wanted the Phantom Lancer here. And it's also really good against the Invoker. You dodge the spells, you can land the combo.
Pvision will need some AoE, something that can build into Battle Fury. I'm thinking about, you know, these jugs maybe. They played a lot of Kunkka in the safe lane a couple of months back. He built into Radiance, not the best thing against Nyx Assassin, but you have Cleave, you have Radiance against PL Illusions. Could be something that they are going to be willing to pick up.
Yeah, if you're thinking about jugs, I think you should focus on the draft, but maybe Juggernaut or Lifestealer? Like you've Radiance against the PL.
And you have the Rage against the Nyx. Yeah, there you go.
It felt really good against the other heroes of Xtreme Gaming, and I think against PL, it's an okay matchup. It's decent. You know, you can slowly clear through all the illusions, like kite
9
the fight
class
for long
Void
enough
Spirit.
to kill the PL.
But the thing you have to worry about is the BKB piercing disable from the Dawn and the Warlock, which is going to be very, very annoying.
I don't
for the
know.
Lifestealer in the
I mean,
team fight.
less safe lane wouldn't get it.
Yeah, 100%. And I do think there comes a point in Dota where Lifestealer does not answer PL. Once he has enough items, once he has a pipe to back him up, so the Radiance is clearing through the illusions and revealing who the real PL is, I do think that late game, PL destroys Lifestealer.
But are they going to be able to get there, right? We've seen Phantom Lancer only one time
I'm not
so
sure
far.
about
It
this
did not
game.
have any success, and it felt like because you were able to close
But if the
the
game
out
goes
a lot
late,
earlier, then
they are
those
right.
items
PL is
required
going to
PL
beat his
needs
ass.
a lot of
I
time.
mean, I don't think they need to get there though. I think in the early stages, their team fight with the SF Warlock and Dawn is just going to be enough to carry them through the game. They're going to get the objectives easily, get Roshan on their hand, and the game does not have to get to late game for the PL to beat the Lifestealer.
I will say, when played from ahead, I do really like Lifestealer against PL. And let me just read some of Satanic's records real quick. These are records across all TIs. He's #1 for least deaths, #1 for GPM, #1 for XP per minute, #1 for last hits per minute. This guy is good. If somebody's going to be ahead, it's him.
It's definitely him. I think this game is going to be very, very slow. I think we're going to be seeing only a couple of kills in the first 10 minutes, and that's going to benefit both of the teams. I also feel that Jinkyu will need to do a lot of work because
I'm still doubting. I don't know
Sure,
who.
you have Warlock ulti, you have Dawnbreaker ulti, but he needs to be the one
Everything's
in the
follow-up
front line.
him.
Pretty much
Yeah.
everything is a follow-up.
All right. I like where you guys are putting this. It feels like there's going to be so much on the line about these
Like, the
lanes,
PL
exactly how this
feels
game is going to go out. But I
uncontrolled,
want to get
right?
some words of confidence from one of our team's coaches, and that's Estinian Slacks.
Absolutely, words of confidence coming from this man many times before in this tournament. Just as the first one. You feeling confident now?
Yes, it's impossible not to feel with this energy from the crowd, South Americans, Brazilians, CIS, everyone cheering for us. Thanks, guys.
Impossible to fail. You know, that's not what everybody says. I've been reading a few threads. Says, you know, ban the Slark, ban the Monkey, or playing against Pvision, easy win. Do you agree with that?
This TI team is stars aligned. I thought Nigma would win, and then they lose. And then I have no option of hero. They ban full hero pool. Then I look, everything purple, and it's Void Spirit. They couldn't count with it.
That's a coach right there. I look around, see something in the room, and go, that seems like a good hero. Hell yeah, all right, I like that.
You came dressed for it.
Yes, thank you. I am actually Void Spirit. I'm glad I can motivate you, my friend. All right, let's...
I don't know. I'm still on the fence between, like, in this draft. I think it's such a toss-up. It can easily go either way. Like, I mean, you do have a creepy little Nyx Assassin creeping about. It's XM on the Shadow Fiend, who is 3-0. Oh, yeah, zoomed in. Sorry, my bad. I'm a PL versus... Fuck it, I'm gonna say Pvision. I don't know why.
Thirty seconds to battle. The battle begins.
Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, who's actually...
Against Pvision and Fog. We're getting some exciting heroes coming from the final day of the international.
So he is playing Xtreme this time instead of, which is kind of wild against Nyx Assassin, obviously, because the spike carapace can be quite annoying. But this time he's not going for the Quaswag shenanigans. But it wants to go for the big bad bully. Boom! Oh. Guys just walk past the enemy courier. Don't really know what... Okay, he wants to meet the courier who creeps in the middle. And Xtreme should have a pretty good lane mid up against no one. As SF in general is like stupidly strong laner. Bottom side, don't really think that should be a big problem for Ame either. Honestly, this 9 class point spirit's kind of wild to me. What's the other facet that he has? Void Spirit. Ah, okay. This is kind of cool. Upon exiting Dissimilate, Aether Remnants are created at the 3 portals furthest from Void Spirit. Dude, that sounds like a really cool fucking facet. I haven't seen that one before. Then if you get the shard as well, where it becomes like it rotates around, that's kind of nuts. It does nothing for the laning stage though, Void Spirit as a hero. It just does nothing. Ooh, 9 class with a bit of a whiff. Drag the creep wave back. Easy money for X-Nova. Top side, bit of a fight. Xingqiu dropping low. They will take him down. First blood secured for Ducalis with that blood grenade. Took a Sunstrike there from Noan as well to help out with the kill secure. And XXS completely out of mana, but should be getting some reach. Not really much. But in the meantime, XM and Ame both having a terrific time in lane. As Ducalis chasing after XXS, he's really forcing that Dawn out of the lane currently, which is problematic because Dawn needs 6 ASAP to be able to help out the side lanes or other lanes when needed. They are building 2 Helm with the Dominators. No Helm build for Void Spirit this game. But he does already have a triple neutral creep camp stack.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And Ducalis is just zoning the crap out of Xtreme top lane. Bonk. Bonk. I mean, the level 3 spirit, level 2 spirit makes everything problematic. He does 100 extra right-click damage with his bonk. So many globals as well this game. You got the Dawn ulti. Well, I say so many globals, but it's just 2. Dawn ulti and Invoker. Xingqiu got the courier.
Dire's courier has been killed.
As XXS is getting bullied out once again. Both offlane struggling a bit. No one's actually recovered. He's even ahead of XM currently in mid. A bunch of that has to do with the fact that XM had to go for mangoes and stuff, which are consumables, and then just tossed away money. Sort of. Like the feeling of tossed away money.
Dire structures are fortified.
Oh, the runes are about to spawn. Big moment here for both sides. Gal is walking in. No bottle refill for XM because the shield rune is bottom, and that one is okay. They will lose Ducalis though. The Xingqiu did rotate in as well, so XM's not too sad about not having the shield rune. He's got a free kill. No one is just gonna go, I guess, he's gonna meatball the crap out of those creeps. And then the mid lane gets gifted to 9 class for a little. Ooh, I like this. I like this facet.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And the experience shrine is up now. Ducalis is running in. He is very much dead. XXS needs it, or is he dead? Because in comes Satanic, and the rest of the team, they have to rotate through. There will be X-Nova, Sunstrike flying out. It's going to connect onto Xingqiu. Rage from Satanic. They're continuing the fight. XXS dropping low. He's actually going to get taken down, but with XM joining the fun, this should be problematic. 2 kills secured. Satanic fighting up against XM now, is out of mana, does have an infest but no creeps to jump in. Will try to get into the creeps in time. Xingqiu being chased. Coconut Toss comes out. The Sunstrike as well, and that is 4 kills. Pvision. They don't get the shrine, but they get everything else. Oh my god, that was terrible.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That was horrid for Xtreme, that fight top. 4 against 2 because of the Sunstrikes. It goes horribly wrong. And that's gonna boost up his farming speed for that Radiance.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
No one has the Helm of the Dom done. We'll probably focus more on jungle farming. TM is pushing out the tier 1 tower. Bottom lane, which is now broken, he's got his Helm of the Dominator as well. XXS level 4, at least got, I think, half of the experience from that Shrine of Wisdom. But if they didn't get it on the Radiant side, they would be screwed. Really, really screwed. No one's going drums. Is DM also going drums? And 9 class just gonna go for Urn, aka Spirit Vessel, probably along the lines. But the game doesn't really start until XXS is level 6 and Xingqiu is level 6, because then you can Nyx Assassin, get a Vendetta Strike on someone, and oh my god, X-Nova just gets ran down by some creeps. And then you get the Dawn ulti. Like Nyx Assassin, Vendetta, Impale, Dawn ult, dead. A lot of the time. Tornado comes in. Xingqiu dropping low. They're gonna be able to secure another kill as they take him down. DM level 8 as well. They have that push for the tier 1 tower mid now. XM is here to try and defend. Xnova can't get level 6 even if he eats the Black Grimoire. No one has a haste rune. And they're going to go in onto the Shadow Fiend. Drag back Tornado. Dawn ulti. The heal is enough. And XM stays alive. That's Sunstrike. Randomly thrown out. Not going to be able to get a connection. Static's already pretty much done with the Sacred Relic.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Ame is
attack.
going to Fusel Blade. So Ame is looking to fight earlier than most PLs tend to do. Because a lot of PLs go for like the Yasha build.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
As it gives you just faster farming speed. Okay, now Class going Yules instead. And DM going Pipe. They're just building up a bunch of defensives. Crimson Guard's also another item that would be very useful this game. Possibly. But Pipe, for the early game especially, is a must-have. Dugalis also wants to get drums, aka Boots of Bearing. Against the Fusel Blade especially, because you can just like run away when PL tries to kill you. Danik is very close to being done with his Radiant. And Ame is actually farming really fast on the PL. I mean, that's the other advantage of the Fusel Blade. If you're up against creeps with mana pools, you actually farm them faster. And if you randomly encounter like an Elder Titan walking around, you just kill him straight up. Well, that is the Talisman of Evasion. That's the Radiance ready for Le Lifestealer.
Radiant's middle tower.
He's just gonna get it here at the outpost himself so that he doesn't have to send the courier out and he
Dire's middle tower
finds it sooner. 13-minute Radiance is a good timing. Bottom lane, they're looking to see if they can get a catch.
Radiant's
But PL already headed completely somewhere else. DM's got the Ravage creep. No one. Drums, Helm of the Dom done. DM closing in on the pipe. But XM is going for the Yashakaya. XX is going Ags, but that's going to take quite some time. Okay. Experience Shrine is going to be up soon. And oh, no one tapped it. Yeah, they know that they're there, so they're not gonna walk in. But it's gonna get stolen. Xingqiu on the other side, so it will be a 1-for-1 shrine trade regardless.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower has
All
been
three
denied.
tier 1 towers of Xtreme have been taken down. But this early advantage doesn't actually mean jack shit just yet. Like, PL is not anywhere close to PL's might will be. And I guess they're just content with farming. Like, they've got Golem, Dawn ulti, SF, ulti. They have really nasty ult combos. In the meantime, Stanic's just farming. Armlet, Manta next. I think he's content with just keeping up this pace. I am curious to see what the timing is for these teams to get aggressive. I would assume for PL it's like after Manta and probably Ags as well. But I have less faith in PL or Lifestealer. I mean, I have decent faith in PL in a game where they don't have like the best amount of God tier control. Lifestealer can kill off anyone on the Radiant team at one point solo except for PL. Like, that's the problem. PL can kill... Yeah, can kill the entire Dire team, but Lifestealer will just be chasing after PL, which is the obnoxious part. They're smoked up on Pvision, looking for a fight here. Infest. I mean, and who do you infest? 9 class is probably the best one, because then you have an infest. Oh yeah, they spotted it. He just went and was there. Gonna go in onto Xnova. We tried to blow him up, and they actually do. They did see him, right? Go into sneaky beaky invis mode. I guess they did just sacrifice him. What did Void Spirit buy? And into the... Okay, he did buy the shard. Yeah, I guess they just sacrificed Xnova and said, fuck it, call it a day. Facet does he have? He does have the Scuttle Facet, but they're in the Roche pit. Oh, Stanic's got to be a little bit careful. Thank you. Trying to walk right in. And very deaded. Static does get the Aegis. It took quite a lot of time for him to secure the Aegis, so... That's always a little bit of a letdown about getting the Aegis. If you don't have like a super fast Aegis lineup, getting Aegis actually costs you net worth. Because the entire enemy team is just farming, and the first Aegis is not really that important. Most of the time. Okay, so he is going SNY instead of Manta. I like that more.
Dire's middle tower is under
Because Manta does give you slightly faster farming speed. But the thing that it... Like, SNY gives you status resistance, which is stun, stun, stun. I don't know if it works against... It works against fear. So, fear and actually PL sometimes builds Abyssal. But it would feel more like a Scotty game for PL this time. Well, they're pushing pretty aggressive, or at least grouped up pretty aggressively here on the side of Pvision. Tormentor is also up in 45 seconds, which is a big objective for both. I mean, Void Spirit, oh, he already has it, so it could go to TM, which is the Malefice stun duration increase shenanigans really good. They are going to go in onto XXS. He's trying to run away, but Tornado holds him in place, Sunstrike on top, and no one gets that kill secured. Is he done with Ags? He is done with Ags, so no one will have Cataclysm available momentarily.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
If he then adds in a shard, you can have a lot of fun.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But Tormentor is going to spawn top.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Cataclysm thrown out. XM gets himself a haste rune. Didn't get caught and we'll be able to walk away. But that's the Cataclysm reveal there from No One. As he's taking the gateway, they're looking probably for the Tormentor top, but there is a fight brewing here from Xtreme Gaming. They have this really good ward that scouts out everything, essentially. Ame right on their heels. Ducalis in trouble. They're right there. They need a lot of help. Tornado comes out, holds Ame in place. Satanic's just going to run in. Requiem from behind. Does barely any damage. Ame is going to get caught. Dawn ulti needed to keep him alive. The healing isn't going to be there. Hypnotized, drag back. Ame is dead. Golem gets dropped onto the black hole, but XM is fallen. XXS will be next. Xingq is now on the run. There's only the supports left. They used everything and the kitchen sink, but it's not enough. They did manage to pop Satanic's Aegis at the very least, but a huge team fight there for Pvision, where they'll also get themselves... Okay, dead Ducalis, but the Tormentor gets secured. He does get the shard for his worries, but that was... I mean, 9 class with that jump, Aether Remnant catch. I think it doesn't trigger on illusions either. Or it does, maybe it triggers on, I don't know. At least he hit a freaking amazing fucking Aether Remnant catch there. And then add in the shard.
Top tower is under attack.
With the facet. And like Satanic TP'd in that fight with like half HP as well. Is going for the AC next. TM picks up the Shrine of Wisdom. He's going for a BKB. Has the shard that he did by himself. And no one is going for a BKB.
Radiant's top tower.
I'll actually buff on Lifesteal is also so good. He doesn't even, like, now it's for the right click damage, but once he gets higher levels on the Wex, he gets that attack speed increase as well. And then Lifesteal, he just starts chunking.
Are scanning. Radiant's middle tower is under
That will
attack.
be all outer towers. Fudge. Okay. Earth Splitter
Radiant's
randomly
middle
used.
tower has fallen.
And they don't have Aegis anymore, so that's the only big fearful thing. There's also a blink on the XM Shadow Fiend. With Requiem at the ready, so Stanek has to be careful that he doesn't get blink stunned by the Nyx into a blink Requiem combo where he then just straight up dies. So yeah, he knows what's up, is gonna back off. Continue farming up his AC. Force some TPs back. They're actually looking for Ame here. As a meatball hypnotized drag back will not control him. Stanek even was forced to TP, otherwise 9 class might have been in a bit of trouble. And Xingq is looking for anyone lurking about. XM was also in the area in case it was needed.
Dire are scanning.
Ixnova only has 3 stacks of Black Grimoire. Stanek has a gem and spotted Xingq right next to him. Come here, you little prick. You scuttlebug.
Mine.
Yeah, they're just gonna back off. They don't want to deal with this incredibly farmed Satanic. Oh, top lane though, no one might be in trouble.
Dire are scanning.
Oh, XM. He is gonna try and get some farm somewhere. He's close to the BKB. Just needs the Ogre Axe. Cataclysm gives away that XM is right behind them as well. But yeah, he TP'd out. Just a scouting Cataclysm. I mean, that's the thing. It does feel very much like this is on a knife's edge, and one little slip up and Pvision loses the game. It's constantly that feeling of like it's encroaching, it's encroaching, it's encroaching. PL is not the top net worth, but he is second, and he's very obnoxious for especially the supports. As I say that, 9 class is going for the Aghanim Scepter, which the 2 charges plus AoE silence would be very effective against PL. They know he's here though, in the area. But he immediately TP's out because Ame ain't gonna fuck around with them. And they're just juking and dodging as much as possible here. Though Roche is up, and that is second Roche, so that's Banner Roche. If you want to go for the high ground push with the Aegis and Lifestealer and Banner, high ground is a very good option here. Pvision. Cataclysm to scout. Where are they? Where are you? Oh, they. Gallus is just gonna scout out with the little spirit a little bit, but it is gonna be slow siege. Oh, but they're nearby. No one. I think he scouted it out. In the pit, Zinq walks. Satanic. There's the Meatball flying out. Zinq is quickly dead. Meatball continues on towards Ame a little bit. Earth Splitter as well. XM on the side is going to get healed, but immediately it gets interrupted. However, nice catch there. XXS with the Dawn ulti to interrupt the black hole. Satanic picks up the Aegis, is in the pit, has the banner now as well. They're going to get the control in onto Dawn. He's trying to run away. BKB usage. Is he going to be able to fly over to the high ground? He does attempt it. TP. They don't have the damage to take him down. So a little bit of a wild fight. Zinq dies very fast, but you could definitely see it be a bit dicey for Pvision in that engagement. Especially the backline catch. They almost blew up XM, but BKB's coming in clutch. Dawn ulti from XXS coming in super clutch. And DM just used the black hole to counter the XM Raccoon, which was more than plenty. Satanic has no mana, so PL does no damage to Satanic because there's no mana on Satanic. That's actually a very good way to counter your opponent. The only downside is you can't use any spells. Because PL, okay, he's going Bloodthorn. That actually is a way to destroy a Lifestealer. And works against the Radiants. And he doesn't have a Manta because he went for the SMY build. Though to be fair, he could split it up and make it a Abyssal plus Manta still. Yeah, he's going for BKB. That is probably better. Oh, who's got the gem now? Oh, no one has the gem. Oh. He spotted out a XM Shadow Fiend. No one is immediately going to go for the run. Zinq is chasing after him. Yeah, BKB, run away. Doesn't want to get caught by a Nyx Assassin double teaming him. Where are you? And Satanic has the BKB flying out now. Regen in the river, get himself full mana again. Ex-Nova, Warlock gets caught. Ducalis jumps right in there with the shard, and the two supports find the Warlock dead for 40 seconds. He went for Hand of Midas on the Warlock because they need money, and he is not getting any. Same with Xingqiu. He's got Blink. That's it. We're in a 30-minute game. He's got Blink. He's got Hand of Midas. That's the support items. On the other side, you got Drums, Ghost Scepter, Shard, Yules, close to Ag's Shard. Tormentor's up, so they can get another shard soon enough as well. And Satanic is just going to push high ground. 2 more minutes on the Aegis. They throw down the banner, but that can easily be cleared by a couple of PL illusions.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Nine class with a catch.
Radiant's top tower.
But it's the focus is the top set of racks, and they get it scot-free, no one harmed. Oh, as I say that, 9 class, he's silenced up. He doesn't have the Orchid available. Infest Bomb used to keep him alive. Yeah, the no Yules is pretty scary for the Void Spirit. That's Heterox 1 picked up. Also, Lifestealer still has the Aegis for another minute. Tormentor's up as well. They want to try and secure that aspect.
Dire are scanning.
Are they looking to go around? Orchid silence against Satanic, quite annoying. So the tier 3 tower in mid is dropping pretty quickly.
Middle tower has fallen.
His rage is about to end, and his Aegis only 30 seconds left on it. So he can't risk being too close to the Radiant's base anymore, where they time it and he dies after the Aegis expires, and then they run over the entire Pvision team. So it's back to backing off on Pvision. No one going for the Shivas. DM has a Blink now to get a better black hole, but yeah, with XXS up and the Warlock up, you can't get a good black hole this game. Scouting Cataclysms. I love the fact that no one is literally just doing Scouting Cataclysms the entire game. That's all he's doing. He's just Scouting Cataclysming the enemies. Shiva's more AoE. I mean, Gleipnir would not be too bad. Ugh. Gleipnir wouldn't be too bad for Evoker. It's also okay against PL because you get the AoE route. But he's probably gonna go like Octarine Core afterwards. After Shiva's. Maybe. Like, refresher. I would say refresher for the double BKB. Where are you? Scouting Cataclysm. Bloodthorn is now done, so now PL is scary. This is the moment where PL can kill off a Lifestealer. Lifestealer gets silenced. Without mana, he can get shredded. What's he? Oh, he went for Mjolnir. Okay, well, that actually helps against the PL, because then he just uses it on himself. If PL hits him, he get all the lightning procs. Interesting. Then overwhelming blink for the next item, and then he's Gucci gang to go, and then probably gonna go for like refresher or some shit. Or Moonshard. No one is now second in net worth as well. 22k lead here for Pvision. Probably going to be waiting on the next, as I say that, they're going to invest into 9 class. He does have that AoE silence, which is neat. Oh, spots out Xingqiu. Infest Bomb comes out. Xingqiu Vendetta runs up the high ground and is gone. Unfortunately, they didn't see the Warlock, which would have probably been a better pick. Requiem onto Noah, pops the BKB. And now XM needs to be careful because his BKB is about to end. Ame is going to be the target here. Jump in. Dawn ulti is going to be able to keep Ame alive, but now XXS is in. Actually, they're still chasing in after Ame. They want the real scary PL. He's got the shard, so he does manage to get himself out of there. A couple of spells used. No golem drop, though, so DM couldn't just go in with the blink black hole play. But now Dawn ulti is on cooldown for 60. So if they catch and kill the Warlock, there is no black hole interrupt. Xingqiu? Meatball on his face. Ducalis actually went in there? God, there's a couple of wild moves here from people. Spell Reflect. But he juxtapose, doppelganger jukes it. Satanic pushes further on the high ground. Slow siege continues. 30 seconds until Roche respawns, though. That's the third. That's a refresher shard. Cheese, Roche. Cheese, especially against PL, is really nice to have. But another tier 3 tower gone. Where are you? And yeah, XM with that Requiem, it just doesn't do it. He needs that Scythe of Ice. It just doesn't do nearly as much damage as he'd like. Roche up. And in the pit they go. So someone has to pop the Lincolns on Roche. So Satanic can heal up. Oh, they're smoked up. Is he gonna throw out a random Cataclysm again? Ooh. It gets dicey here. Xingqiu walking forward. Cataclysm scouts it out. They know they're all nearby. No one in the pit. Can they secure it? Satanic, he does finish it off. Pick up everything. No one is actually walking in. They do manage to secure all the tools. And no one died in the process. Wow, Ame denies the rune. Toxic, bro. Toxic. Static now with the refresher shard as well, so that he can go in with a second rage if he comes back alive. Aeon Disc on no one. They won't have a nullifier anytime soon. Jump in. Xingqiu is the one that's going to get spotted out. And they do take down the Nyx Assassin. DM pop the BKB. Black Hole interrupts the Shadow Fiend ulti. Requiem at the very least. And they're going to look towards XM. No BKB available on the Shadow Fiend. And he just gets smacked down. Easy peasy. They will lose 9 class though with the Xingqiu buyback forced out. Triple meatball on his face, dominating streak for no one, and it will be a couple of good traded kills. Refresher used by... Okay. Why? No, he didn't use... Who the fuck used Refresher? Oh, I guess no one did for, like, another Kata?
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Satanic. There's a nice fat meatball onto Ame. My god, that meatball damage. Sunstrike not going to connect, but that is going to be the bottom set of racks picked up. They do have a buyback on XM if they want to, but 3 minutes left on that Aegis from the Lifestealer. No one also has that BKB available again, so even going for the Blink Requiem play is not going to be working out. Pops the BKB. Do they have detection? No, they do not. As it's going to be just a sprint away. Mega secured for Pvision, but that doesn't mean that the game is fully in their hands just yet. Iron Class almost has his BKB. Still 3 minutes left on the lifestealer. Ages as well. And he's the only one without the shard currently. So, which is actually pretty good, because if he gets the shard, Infest Explosion applies 50% duration open wounds to enemies in the damage area radius, which is on all the PL illusions. Which is kind of cool. Smoked up. Overwhelming blink available for the lifestealer. They do spot out XXS and Xnova. And there's going to be a jump in Xnova. And 9 Class quickly steals up their gem as well.
Dire are scanning.
That was a fast death. Or is that their own gem back? Ah, it's their own gem back, I guess. Buyback available on the Warlock. Satanic pops the BKB, or the Rage even, not even the BKB, as they spot out Ame, but he's a little elusive fucker. As Satanic is finishing up the rest. There is still a fortification available on the Pvision side, but there is no Requiem for another fight. Rage again by Satanic in the nick of time. He's looking for targets. Ame is charging forward. He's going to get signed sub. Dawn ulti is going to be enough. No, it's not. He's dead. No buyback available for Ame, and that means it is done. No Ame means no defense. Black hole used. In response, the golem gets dropped, but it is over, said and done. Refresher comes out. Satanic, all he has to do is just wait this out and go for the ancient. That is Pvision taking G1. GG, well played. That was a good game one. I'm actually curious for my fantasy. Which games? So it's okay. I got the most points for their game against Xtreme. Yep. For that one against Betboom and that one against Heroic still. I mean, that one makes sense. Talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. Okay, I actually have to do shit now. I unfortunately only had time for the first game. I wish I had more time.
Bottom lane who was kind of farming, and
so I'll be gone for the rest of the day. Enjoy the rest of TI. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon enough, and I'll try and post predictions in Discord.
Very difficult fight.
Have a good day.